In this video, we're going to be talking about adult sites and adult content. We won't be beating around the bush, so it may not necessarily be suitable for a family viewing. Viewers' discretion is advised. Assalamu alaikum guys, and welcome to another episode of Smile to Jannah. Living here in the West, pornography is something which is constitutionally protected. As you guys can see, it is causing the breakup of relationships, it's destroying the innocence of our children, and it's indeed leading to people getting blackmailed and eventually taking their lives. And let it be known and let it be said, anyone contributing to this industry is the radiation that is exacerbating this cancer in our societies. That being said, October 7th took place and the crimes of Israel became apparent for the world to see. That caused people to be more curious not only about Israel, but the religion that they followed, that they were using to justify these atrocities. But a lot of people started unearthing startling things. And one such startling thing was that the owner of a majority of the pornography sites was a rabbi. Some dismissed it as an anti-Semitic conspiracy. I mean, a rabbi. Why? Sure, it goes against his values. But then some people hit back on X saying that they see themselves as a chosen people and everybody else is seen as fodder that is just there to facilitate them advancing in life. So there was no real way of verifying this until recently. The accused turned up on the PBD podcast, an hour-plus long session in which the guy pretty much justified what he did and was trying to make it more acceptable. And a lot of people noticed that the colleague that he brought onto the show was strategically a woman, and she was hanging a cross that was visible from her neck as if to placate the Christians that would be up in arms.
So this says Solomon Friedman, a rabbi overseeing Pornhub, right? What a great way to go.
There's already falsehoods in that, number one, right?
Which one is a falsehood? The rabbi part? Or?
Well, I was educated as a rabbi. I've never practiced as a rabbi. It's part of my education.
Are you Jewish or Jewish?
What do you think? Solomon Friedman, this face, do you think I'm Jewish or Jewish? Well, I say this, I'll let Alex from the ALO perspective, the company itself, I'm obviously in the ownership group.
I don't know why he tried to frame it as if it's an untruthful statement. He admitted it, and I don't understand why his own have not refuted him yet.
You got a family, you got kids?
Yeah.
How old are your kids?
Sure. So I've got two 19-year-olds and a 16-year-old.
How you talk to them that you guys run this?
First of all, I don't run it. I'm very proud of the people who do. We bought it. Yeah. There's a difference.
I mean,
but
technically, shut up. Do you think we're idiots? I know we're the goyim, but this is taking the mick, mate.
But Patrick, before I did this acquisition, I sat down with them and I laid out the plan. I said, this is what I want to do. This is what my interest is. And obviously, I wear the compliance hat in the ownership group. I want to raise the standards here. I want to invest in trust and safety. I want to keep kids off the platform from viewing it. And you know what's funny? My kids have been raised by a criminal defense lawyer. That was my first career, 15 years in criminal defense. And my daughter said to me, she said, hold on, you defend people who are legitimately doing wrong things. You do that as a defense lawyer. You know, my kids know why I do that. They understand probably more about the criminal justice system than most. And here you have a company that wants to get it right, that wants to improve. Why wouldn't you do this? Like, it's just a no-brainer. Maybe the wisdom of the young there.
How did he say so much without saying anything? You know what the bottom line is? The bottom line is his kids don't know.
It doesn't have that legitimacy. And one of the reasons for that, and as we started to examine the business further, was that nobody wanted to say we are the owners of a major adult company, right? Everyone, they wanted the benefits of owning a major adult company. It's a profitable business, but nobody wanted to be out front and engaging with other tech businesses, with government, with law enforcement, with regulation in that sort of way that the modern tech industry has to. So we saw in that this arbitrage opportunity, right? Where if people who come from, the mainstream professional networks, whether it's law enforcement, tech, finance, et cetera, this is an opportunity to really bring this industry into the 21st century. And, you don't want to have a society where everybody thinks that's the sort of pinnacle of beauty, of sexuality, et cetera. What actually happens now with the content creator world is that porn looks like everybody.
Yep.
Older, younger, bigger, smaller, different skin colors, different identities. Everyone is represented. So people actually find a lot more of themselves in what they see.
Yes. And this is the biggest problem of all. What he wants to do is he wants to normalize it. He wants to spread it such that people aren't embarrassed. Whether it's governments or companies, he wants to take it on the road. That's right. And not only that, he wants you and I to be involved. Yeah, we don't want to relegate it to a corner of our society and say, yeah, it's them. Nah, we got to all be involved. Yeah.
You know, I always say, this is our first investment. It's not our last investment, because we see a lot to do.
So you're going to get into more porn sites.
No, that's why.
That's interesting.
You know, I don't know if we could get into more. I don't know. There are more.
Yeah, he's right. Which other company could they acquire? Because although the word Pornhub, that site, was being used, the actual parent company that they have acquired is Alo, yeah, which used to be MindGeek, which owns the biggest pornography sites, namely Twisties, Reality Kings, Pornhub, YouPorn, Brazzers, Digital Playground, all of these that are very popular and very successful. This now makes these guys the top of the food chain.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Can you tell me about the chairman of your company, Ethical Capital Partners, that bought the company? Sure. Who's Rocco Meliambro?
Started out in financing mining and then went into the regulated cannabis space, right? Which is actually how a number of us met in the regulated cannabis space in Canada.
It just gets better and better. The guy that's the chairman was responsible for normalizing a drug to our societies. Yeah, although you people can make the argument, oh, but it's already made legal. But why are you contributing to it? Why are you facilitating it? Why are you making a profit off the difficulty and hardship of others? And that's what it comes down to. This guy is so brazen, so proud, and tells us clearly to our faces this is what he's going to do. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? The problem is the Muslims. Yeah, we're the ones that are, actually, no. Which Muslim that would come out and say something like this would not be held to account by his own community and would be dealt with internally? This is something that is absolutely not in line with Islam and our teachings. If somebody said, oh, I just learned, I did the course of being an imam, not technically an imam, well, you should know better, mate. And that's why, guys, I stick by my original statement. This guy is indeed disgusting. Let's leave it there, guys. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.